Sit down, shut up, and hang on.
Before we get going, I want to play a quick spot from our the Beer Money Pulling Team's title sponsor, KawasakiPartsWarehouse.com. So for all you OEM, anything Kawasaki, go to KawasakiPartsWarehouse.com. So the great Charles Posch, bottom right, the great Leroy Schluter, bottom left. We were all on the show early, and old Rain Man, Brent Yarin down there in the bottom right, who has all the results for There's our Louisville Travelers. Has all the results for the fan voting. I said to Charles and Leroy, man, I really hope Yarin comes on the show tonight because we're gonna have to answer a lot of questions. So Cody, Ryan, did you guys make it to the big city of Louisville?
Yes, sir.
So how do you say it, Charles? Is it Louisville or Louisville?
Drop the I out of it. It just comes from way back in your throat, Louisville.
Louisville, Brett?
I don't know. There's so many different ways to pronounce it. Whatever comes out of my mouth.
Just say it. Just say it.
I say Louisville.
Okay. Leroy?
Louisville.
Ryan?
Louisville.
Cody?
Louisville.
Louisville. I love it.
There's a building downtown with all the different phonetic spellings on it as you go around it.
Is there really?
Yeah,
Yep.
there is.
Oh God, I'm going to go check that out.
The only one that is noted as correct is the way that Charles and I pronounced it. The rest of you are wrong.
Oh, Ryan. Really?
Missouri or Missouri?
Missouri or Missouri? Why are we going? So, yeah, our buddy Adam Matthew Wilson from Built Diesel Mountain.
Yes, Adam's got it right.
Yeah.
Louisville. Yep. John Bear's checking in from California with vegetable references. Tomato, right? This is good. So somebody said hello TikTok. Not sure.
Hello, TikTok. Happy belated birthday, buddy.
Yep, that's Fuller.
That's Fuller. You guys know him.
Oh yeah.
Always in the orange t-shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, bib overalls.
T-shirt and bibs.
John Bear says potato. Yeah, I love it. Rust also says love your faces, but want to see the lists. Yeah.
Love you too, buddy.
Lebanon or Lebanon?
Oh yeah, Lebanon, Missouri. I learned that. That's a good one. Sydney Summer says not Missouri. Dylan Dirk says hello from the Dominican. Boy, Dylan, down there tonight, enjoying a little Let's Grow Pullin'. I want to know where you're watching from tonight. Please type it in the comments. Did anyone see my balloon? That's money.
Brand.
Which one?
Wait.
I'm waiting to see a funny Tractor Zoom meme about a balloon. Aren't you, Charles? So
I don't know. That might get shot down. Pardon the pun.
Might get shot down. Awesome. Before we dive into the list, obviously, and there's a lot of people coming on. I'm not going to say it's our 6th biggest show ever because I'm sober, but I am going to say there's a lot of people watching. So, it's all good.
It'll be like the 8th or the 9th biggest ever.
What's that, buddy?
It'll be like the 8th or the 9th biggest ever.
Well, it's going to be bigger than that. My things are looking, but like I said, I'm a hype guy. It's all good.
Now all I can see you is you're like Flava Flav. Like the next time I see you, if you're not wearing a giant alarm clock around your neck, you're doing it wrong.
Do you seriously want me to wear a giant alarm clock to?
I know you would do it, so I'm going to say no.
Because you're the one always trying to coach me up, and Jason, I need you to be more professional. And then you give me ideas like this, and then I'm not afraid to do it. So.
Well, hopefully you're not drinking, because it's when you're drinking that's when you start to capitalize on all my horrible ideas.
Get some guys who are interested parties in tonight's reading of the names are tuning in here.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. It is crazy. It's fun. Yeah, I mean, I've seen about every state pop up so far, so that's pretty neat. Mark Olmer's checking in from Minnow.
Sounds like a fish story.
I hear Mark's having a watch party this weekend.
Is he out to
Yeah.
shop?
Either the shop or the bar, one of the two.
Fingers crossed from the Hagedorn polling team. I love this. This is good. Donnie Reeves watching from California. This is fun, guys. This is fun. Okay. Our pick 'em
What's even more
contest,
fun
right?
is that none of the, and I'm the only one that knows who's actually
I know. No, we really, everybody's
Nobody
like,
else knows. So
Schultz is like, everybody's like, I'll give you $20. I'm like, I don't know. Like we don't know.
I lied. Paul does actually know too. And Paul isn't going to be on tonight because he is busy building a pro stock.
Yep. If Cody don't make it in, we riot. That's Brad from South Carolina. You talked about Cody Singletary, probably.
Yep.
Anyway,
Todd Hendricks did not put his hometown because no one knows how to pronounce Tallulah.
Tallulah. Can you spell Tallulah?
Tallulah, Illinois.
Tallulah.
Wicked
Illinois.
sensation, Todd Hendricks.
Isn't that where Lance Little's from? No, Tuscola.
He's
Tuscola.
Yep.
Tantrum Enterprises.
All right. We put up our pick'em contest today. I'm going to put it in the links right now. Have you boys all done your pick'em contest yet?
I
First
have.
one.
Have not. We'll do it later tonight.
Just obviously, Brent, when does it expire? Wednesday before the show starts?
Wednesday, right as the session starts, it expires.
And then basically it's one. So if you have 3 email addresses, you could technically do 3 of them, right?
You could.
Yeah,
if
we
you-
don't care.
If you want him to do it that way.
I don't care. I just want a bunch of people doing it. It's all good.
There you go.
I'd like to have 1,000 entries this year and something like that. So
Yeah, I can tell you where we're at here quick too.
I'm going to show you what the screen looks like, guys. And maybe we'll
Yeah, we
do
have
one.
248 people who've done the pick'em so far.
Okay, where do we end up between 500 and 800 if we do it right? Is that feel right?
Yeah, it's usually around 500 is what we get for our pick'em contest.
So this is what it looks like, guys, for those of you who haven't seen it yet. And again, the link is in the tab, or the link is in the chat. Excuse me. It's super easy. Go on there, pick a winner. And then the Schultz Mortgage Team, that's me. If any of you need a mortgage, I can lend in any state but New York. And I've tried to help Dylan Owens out right now. I'm trying to find him a lender in New York. So if you happen to be watching the show tonight and you're licensed in New York to do loans, give me a heads up so I can give Dylan a lead on that. So we're doing $250 for first, $250, $150 for second, $100 for third, $50 for fourth, and then 5th through 10th gets a free T-shirt from the Beer Money Polling Team web store. So, and if Ryan comes up with anything from Tractor Zoom or Leroy from work or Charles, anything, guys, we'll just throw some stuff in on that together. So it's all good. That's all good. That's a pick'em contest. If you are in the polling media, if you take photos, if you video, if you write articles, you consider yourself part of the polling media. I put some posts out earlier today, and you're going to be in Louisville, Thursday at 8:30 at the Hilton Garden Inn. Is like the Triple Crown Room. And precursor to the big announcement that afternoon, because that's filled up now. And they're worried about the fire marshal and nobody wants to get in trouble. I want all the media guys and gals to come to that room at 8:30. And the people that are rolling out this big announcement want to roll it out to you as well, because we're going to need all of your help as well. Adam Wilson's already emailed me. I got to get Jesse Post in there. And then a lot of you guys are all coming. I know, get Cody and Ryan there. Leroy, you're going to be down there, right?
I'll be there.
So yes, there is a complimentary breakfast, free donuts and coffee, Adam. So, I mean, I don't know what else you want. Maybe an omelet or something. Maybe I'll buy. Oh, Ryan and Cody are discussing the breakfast option.
Waffle machine, man.
Right.
Waffle machine. So, but anyway, that's 8:30 this Thursday, and then the Pullers Happy Hour is Thursday afternoon from 2 to 4, and that's Eventbrite only, and that's been cleaned up already. There's going to be some swag and some free drinks and stuff like that for everybody. I'll get you some biscuits and gravy, Adam Wilson. That will get you some biscuits and gravy. So, real quick, who watched the Super Bowl last night?
Yep.
I did.
Is everybody happy? Who cares?
Who cares?
I could care less.
Stapleton can sing. It's amazing.
That was the best. That was the best national anthem I have ever heard.
Yeah, it really was. I hope all genres, all age groups I hope everybody enjoyed that, because I always feel like we get the hip hop stuff. I mean, Rihanna, that was fine. I don't know if I wanted to be Charles. How high do you think they were off the field on those stages?
High enough that I would definitely want to have that tagline they each had hanging on to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, talking to Paul and Shore Fighty and the 618ers about maybe having you and Leroy brought in now, like maybe in helicopters on stages and lowered down onto the track on Saturday night. Charles,
I'm not scared. I'll do it.
I'm sure the insurance company would love that.
So I guess that scraps our plan, Charles, of parachuting, what we had talked about.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were supposed to bring the flag and everything, but
Yeah.
Okay. So without further ado, we're going to roll out our finals list. So Brett, and correct me if I'm wrong, everybody's been contacted that made the finals, and we're good to go.
Yeah, everyone after round one, everyone that was on the top 20, we had contacted ahead of time. And so if they were voting for themselves, we just assumed that they would accept.
Yep.
If they weren't voting, some people just don't do social media or anything. So we contacted them, and they either told us yes or no. If they told us yes, we put them on the list. So everyone on that list either voted for themselves or told us that they would commit. So
Nice.
that is everyone on here should be a yes, unless we know Louisville's coming up. Last year took a few of them from us, so there is that risk of some of these indoor polls yet that some of these pullers may have some damage that won't be repairable in time. But for the most part, I think we should be good to go.
there was one within the first couple of days that said, and they said it on social media. They didn't just tell us that they were going to have to decline, even though they were on there. But
and actually, we did have one of our semis back out. John Nee, as right now, is going to be a no. He found cracks in his block and has to get machine work done to it. He's having a brand new block put together, and he does not believe that's going to be together in time. If things happen, because the block's been there since September, and they haven't even touched it yet. If it does get done in time, he'll still come. So, but more than likely, it's not going to be.
Like Tony called me Sunday, and my motor's way worse than we thought. It's a complete redo. So I don't know. I'm going to try, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to step up my lottery buying ticket potential. Is what I'm going to start doing. So.
Yep, and I'll kind of touch base on that too when I'm going through this. But that is, if we have any competitors back out, we're just going to move down the list of round 2 of voting. So like in Schultz's class, we're taking the top 4. If he can't make it, number 5 will then get the invite on the fan vote from round 2.
I'll know in a week or so. I mean, I got to just line some stuff up, but it's bad. Tony did not. I got a text message that said, "How are you feeling?" And I said, "I've still got my cold. Do you want to talk about your tractor?" And that's never good. And he's like, "I got it tore down, Jason, and it's bad." And I said, "Well, damn, got the block and everything." And I'm like, "Yep." And he's like, "Crap." So anyway, life is good. We have each other. We have togetherness. We need sponsors for the Pullers Championship, guys. We have $5,000 class sponsor spots open. We have $1,000 spots available. We'll take anything. Remember when we rolled this out 2 years ago? This is our outdoor Louisville. Okay, non-sanctioned event where we're going to bring in the points champions from last year, and then we're going to let you fans fill the rest of it. And every dollar that we collect from the gate and from the live stream is going to go back to that puller once our expenses are paid with sponsorship. So we really need you guys to get out there, and if you can help sponsor, if you're a business owner, or you maybe you work somewhere where your employer could help out, and any idea you have, okay, to help our event, we're all ears. Nobody's saying no to sponsorship, especially in this economy. You know what I mean, guys? So I'm hoping I want us to shoot down one of those weather balloons over Nashville full of cash, like The Price is Right, Charles, and have it just fall onto the track. So and have it fall onto the track. Well, fellas, we have a lot. We're 350 plus right now live watching. So, and then Greg Parker says, "Let's see those Super Farm finals last." So I'm just teasing.
Yes, Rui, we do. There is a link on the pullerchampionship.com for all that information.
I'm going to put that into the.
Yeah, we'll get with you, Roger. I promise.
Yeah, Roger, honestly, if you just go to the pullerchampionship.com, click on sponsorship form, it's all right there. And any other ideas you have, just talk to one of the committee members that you see here on the screen. So how do you want to go in order, guys, or how do you want to do this?
I have I randomized it. So
Across all classes?
Yep.
Oh,
All classes are randomized, and the class order of how they're going is randomized.
You sneaky devil, you.
That way, nobody can guess, like, if I put them in alphabetical order or something like that. And
Hey, Brent, before we get into the list, can you tell the fans and the pullers and everybody watching, I know there's a lot of pullers watching, how many more votes did we get this year versus last year?
oh yeah, so this year across the 2 rounds of voting, we did over 12,000 more votes than last year. So thank you everyone that took the time to vote. But yeah, it was remarkable to see how many more people are voting this year, how many more pullers are voting this year. The engagement was awesome. The website numbers were through the roof compared to last year. So thanks again to everyone, and hopefully it foreshadows for a better year this year at the event. So.
And we had some people who voted early and often.
We did have a record number setting of votes by an individual. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but
positive spin, buddy.
Yeah.
There's a job for you in marketing yet.
I don't know if they didn't read you can only vote once per day, or if they didn't think that we could track them if they tried using more than one email a day. So with different names, but the fact that they knew that many different names, came up with that many different names, man, that's some ambition. I'm just going to leave it at that.
We admire the effort.
Yeah.
We also nullified those.
Yeah. Let's just say the person voted enough times that they could have voted themselves in every single class.
That's dedication. And it's a hyper versatile vehicle. I mean, I almost want to see this thing in there just to see them, sling weights.
All right. You guys ready?
Let's roll.
All right. So I'm going to do the same brief introduction that we did back from November when we introduced the Pullers Championship again for 2023. Just kind of go over the basic information. We'll go over the current committed invites that we initially invited, and then we'll roll into who got voted in.
Hey, Brent, I want to play a quick spot for KawasakiPartsWarehouse.com for Brad. It's about 10 seconds, okay?
10-4.
You guys need anything for your Kawasaki, anything, head to KawasakiPartsWarehouse.com. That's owned by Brad Holzhauer, and he is the reason we have the Pullers Championship. So
absolutely.
Just wanted to throw that out there. So
all
right.
Without further ado, the Pullers Championship for 2023.
May 19th and 20th, Nashville, Illinois.
Yep. So here's everybody that's involved with the Pullers Championship. If you don't know that already. So what it is we invited the top pullers for 2022, as well allowing the fans to vote is who they want to see. We have 11 total classes, and there are a few promoters' choices as well. When and where, it's at the track of Holzhauer, Nashville, Illinois, on May 19th and 20th. It's going to be at 6 p.m. both nights. Tickets are $20 for ages 11 and up. That's $20 a night. There is no weekend pass. Kids 10 and under are free. Pits are open with the purchase of a ticket. The live stream is available. That will be $25 a night, or there will be a weekend package for $40. And there is no rain date. Here's some lodging. Last I looked, the Nashville Best Western is full. This is all on our website. So if you want to book a hotel, you can. There will be camping available. That form will be updated probably within the next week or two with some updated information. But what's on there from last year is pretty much the same. Vendors, there will be vendor row available. So if you know anybody or you want to have a vendor booth, the pricing's there. The form is available on the website. You just send that in to us and you will be taken care of. Sponsorship is also available. we welcome all sponsorship. There's $10,000 package, 2,500, 5,000. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. As well as any custom sponsorship packages. So like last year, Super Clean was a sponsor with us. They did more. They did some stuff to give away to the Polars, some product and stuff like that. So there are different opportunities available. There is a form available on the website, paper and electronic. The electronic, there is a 3% processing fee though. For the fans, it's open pits with a ticket. You can meet and greet with the drivers. The vendor will be available. We'll have 2 video boards available for sponsorships as well as live video replays, distances, things like that. And we're also going to have the kids zone back like last year, which was a big hit. Information for the poll. We're going to be running Bungart sleds. We'll have 3 of the big ones as well as the mini sled. Winners this year will be different from last year. The overall winners will be determined by the lowest combined placing. The tiebreaker will then go to the combined distance. Pollers will have to pass a technical and safety inspection. Pro Polling League, we partner with them this year. They will be running the show. You do not need to be a PPL member or of any sort. They are just there to just run the event for us. There is no rain date, like we said. If there is one rain out for one of the sessions, winners will be determined by the one session. There's a $500 non-refundable entry fee for the pollers, but that gets put back into the purse, and they will guarantee that $500 back. And then registration will be online and open once we're done with this in about 30 minutes, and it'll be open. The invites, they were determined by the top pollers in the NTPA, PPL, and Outlaws for each class and how they did in the points. They had until the end of the year of 2022 to register, or their spot went to fan voting. We did 2 rounds of fan voting. The first round was the list of all pollers in the respective classes that polled in 2022, or anybody that reached out to us if they're building new or coming back out. Round 2, then we took the top 20 from round 1, and we are now going to fill out the rest of the classes with who got voted top in each class. And like I said earlier, we do have like a reserve list, so we'll just move down that top 20 list if we need to fill out another spot due to somebody having to back out. The payout, Brad is guaranteeing $50,000 in purse money again. 100% of the gate will go into the purse after that $50,000. 100% of the live stream will go into the purse. 50-50 raffle. We're pick a winner each night, and they'll be able to choose what class that goes to. The entry fees from every poller goes back into the purse. We also have a sponsor this year lined up for that's the Lutz Agency right there in Nashville. $500 to each winner on Friday night. And then the sponsorship and vendor money over the event cost. Like we said, the vendor and sponsorships are covering the event, which is around $30,000 to $35,000 total. So any of the extra money then will go to the purse. The classes, 85 limited pro stock tractors, 95 limited pro stocks, super farms, pro stocks, the super stock diesel tractors, light super stock tractors, 4-wheel drive trucks, the super stock diesel 4x4 trucks, modified minis, modified tractors, and super semis. How you can help to make this event grow, just share it on social media, attend in person. If you can't, purchase a live stream. And then if you have any potential sponsors or vendors, just send them our way. And then you can keep up with us in the event on the Facebook page, Pollers Championship, or on our website, thepollerschampionship.com. Right now, our committed initial invites. So here in the 85 limited pro stocks, got Jeremy Witt, Robert Fuller, Wayne Tedder, Kenny Kazuzik, Caitlin McCurdy, Kyle Sullivan, David Doherty, Esden Bartling, Chris Bates, and Andrew Tolk. In the super farms, got Ryan Anderson, Don Slama, Josh Miley, Brian Barman, Dave Whalen, and Gary Shavink. The 95 limited pro stocks, you got Brett Hexted, Brad Hartman, Nick Gallitz, Brent Shorefighty, David Novak, and Schultz. And the pro stocks, we have Brett Hexted with their new tractor for this year, and Esden Lemke. Diesel super stock tractors, currently we have Travis Slabach, Esden Lane, Doug Meisinger, and Kent Payne. Light super stock tractors, Adam Spiegelberg and Justin Hoffman. Four-wheel drive trucks, we got Jim Bosch, Eric Claypool, Jake Zaring, Charlie Hines, and Lane Thornton. Super stock diesel trucks, we got Chase Eller, Van Hazley, Kent Crowder. No modified minis from our initial invites. For modified tractors, Cameron Neves, Tom Owens, Steve Bunnage, Dylan Owens. And semis, Gene Dunn, Ryan DeBrew, Gene Dunn with another one. And with that, we will now go to the fan voted invites. So these are going to be all the pullers that got voted in. So this is going to fill out the rest of our class, or classes, I should say. So on the super stock diesel 4x4 trucks, we have 7 spots here to fill. And the first one, Aiden Hodges on borrowed time. Nathan Bay, Jumping Jack Flash. Brady Ingram, Shy Diesel. Randy Overton, Evil Diesel, out of Canada. Jaden Littman, the old nut job too. They did purchase this truck from Brian. I'm going to assume it's going to have a new name. And the other nut job, JJ Brumby, out of Ohio. I'm going to assume it's going to have a different name as well. And Craig Dickey and the Cummins Killer 3. And there are the 7 trucks. You guys can talk whenever you want.
This is like Christmas. I'm super excited.
Yeah. And everybody's sitting in the comment section saying, just rip it. Don't worry about keeping the paper for next year.
Thank you, Yarin, for all of this.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll move on to the next class. That'll be the Super Farm tractors. 4 spots available here. And for the first class, or for the first tractor, Shane Maston, the Thumpin' Pumpkin. Next tractor is Jeremy Roberts and the Wicked Whitetail.
He campaigned hard.
Yes, he did. Russ Freeze, Deer Tracks. And the last tractor is Brooke Ferris and Absolutely Nuts. This class is 50-50 split with intercooled tractors versus non-intercooled tractors.
Nice. We're running farm show rules, right?
We're running Clinton Tucker rules.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay.
Yep. So intercooled tractors will run at 9,300. Non-intercooled tractors will run at 95. It works indoors. We're just going to hope it works outdoors, which we believe it will.
Sled stops at 310 feet. The tracker doesn't know where it is.
Yep.
Joe Bridge. Ice is for cocktails.
Oh, and there's a list. All right.
This is our first year having Super Farms, guys. This is our second event, but Super Farms is one of the classes we added this year. So super excited. And that we talked about it. We really think this helped with our fan vote. Some of these different classes mixing it up. So.
All right. We will move on to the Modify Minis. So 10 spots here. Like I said, there's out of the 6 initial invites, none of them committed. So we had all 10 spots available. And the first one is going to be Jesslyn Fagundes and the Bank Robber or Roller.
Nice. Arguably had one of the toughest minis out last season, did she? Didn't she rattle off 3 in a row ahead of Vinny?
Yep.
Did she ever pull against Kester at all from the NTPA?
Yeah.
Charles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bowling Green.
Okay.
Kester's mixed it up. They did a hybrid schedule, so they
Yep.
definitely pulled against them.
Okay.
All right. Next tractor, Jeff Hurt and B Bear.
Jeff Bear?
Bruce Law and the Show No Mercy.
Bruce, get your junk ready. That was a Snapchat I got from him.
Get
Hey,
that junk ready.
he said, "Hey Schultz, can we? Can you let me know, me and the son know if we need to get our junk ready for that thing in Nashville?"
Lindsey Campbell.
Woo!
Oh, they named the tractor Short Fused.
Nice.
The old Green Streak Mini.
Has she been out at all yet?
They went to Ocala.
And how'd she do?
It was just a experience, more like a learning experience.
No, that's
Just
fine.
so yeah, they I don't know. It seemed like it was fat on field, but it's just more. I think Lindsay just getting on the track.
Yeah,
Especially when Mary Kell right before a few tractors before her. I'm sure that wasn't. She didn't want to just bend the throttle right away.
No.
Next is going to be Abby Leichner and the Bobcat Jr.
So 3 ladies so far in the class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Next we have Tyler Slaw and the Have No Mercy.
Okay, get all your junk ready, you sloths.
3 ladies, but Tyler might have the longest hair.
Guaranteed.
Jeff Hurt, Lil Bear.
Ooh.
Mary Kell, spending their inheritance.
Wow, Mary. Now, how bad is she hurt the
Nice.
tractor? though, pal?
That needs a brand new chassis.
Okay.
Ouch.
So,
Well, I hope they can get rid of
Robbie Fagundes, sharecropper.
it. Wow. California is in the house. Tyler Slaw, me, sets down beer and thinks about all the work I have to do now. Yes. Those guys are down in Florida for like bike week or racing.
And the last one is Logan and Tim Peisig in Fallout.
Way to go, Wisconsin. Coming through.
Nice.
And there
Yeah.
are your top 10.
That's a stacked list, guys.
And a lot of them, this is going to be a test run for them because they go back 2 weeks later for a PPL hook.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hey, as promoters, let's talk about this real quick. What's the best time of night to hook the minis? Early or later? I mean, on our track in Nashville, what do you guys think?
Not first.
not
I mean, I know John and Christy will obviously have a hand in this, but I was just curious to see.
Not first and not after mods.
Yep.
Right.
I'm sure Brandon knows when.
Yep. Oh no, Bruce is in Florida for sick week. I'm stuck at work. Okay, gotcha.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
That's yeah.
Not gonna lie, a little bit jealous. Farm show's really cool, but so sick week.
Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. 4-wheel drive trucks. Got 5 spots to fill here.
There he is.
And the first one is going to be Lisa Peterson, ProFab.
Wait.
Hey, ProFab, that 4-wheel drive modified class sponsors available.
Carmen Foster and Foster
That's
Child.
all I'm saying.
I'll let
Randy
your dad know,
Kleitkamp,
Bruce.
same story to you.
Yes,
I'll
exactly.
Tyler, give your dads a heads up.
How about the guys from Proformance? They've got
That's
two
what
of
Charles just said.
Oh, did he? Sorry.
Yeah.
them. Oh, yeah, that's right. Randy.
Terry Hagedorn, Gunpowder and Lead.
Terry's watching. Terry, we could use a little sponsorship help.
Larry Jarrell, The Punisher.
Where's that truck out of, guys?
He's Ohio.
Gallipolis, Ohio.
Nice.
Now there's another
And-
one. Gallipolis or Gallipolis?
Well, it all depends.
Penelope or Penelope?
And the last truck is Graham Young Renegade.
Gretchen Marietta can go pee now. She's been holding it. So
And there are your 5 trucks.
Carmen, Foster, Terry, Lisa, Graham, and Larry.
Wyatt, you're gonna have to count yourself.
Yeah, Wyatt,
I
you're
don't
in
have
college,
a
buddy.
stat counter.
Yeah, you're gonna be in college for a while. Wyatt, you got time. So awesome. Awesome.
All right, moving on. 95 limited pro stocks. We got 4 spots to fill here. And we'll move into the first one, and it is Dusty Berry Coal Roller.
Sweet. Oklahoma is in that.
Yep.
Next tractor is Kevin Engelking in the Dark Horse.
Good deal.
Next, let's add another lady, Sydney Summers, colorblind.
Had a kid.
And the crowd goes wild.
And the last tractor to fill out the class is Michael Rogier in the Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.
Nice. Good deal. Good deal.
And those are the 4 tractors. All right, we'll move on now to light super stock tractors.
Now I'm curious to see how this folds out. Who were our 2 spots again? Hoffman and Spiegelberg grabbed them.
Yep.
They're the guarantees, right?
Yep.
Okay.
First one, Larry Phillips, Extremely Insane.
Nice.
They're another one that campaigned hard too.
Yes, they did.
Jacob Fuquay and the Tennessee Tracks.
Beautiful tractor.
Mike Wilhite, Blue Blazes. Braden Tramick, the Case IH MX 180. Clay Haney, Cujo Unleashed.
Wow. Mid-South.
Hey.
Wow. It's a little orange.
Esden Lane, Diggin' Fever.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. You mean we're going to see the King of Smoke in 2 classes at the Pullers Championship? Thank
Yep.
you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. You mean the biggest name in pulling ever? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Brandon Phillips, Loud and Light.
Did they buy that last year, guys?
Yes.
They bought it
Yes.
at Nashville in June.
We're going to get to do our
That's when they
Esden
officially
Lemke.
changed hands.
We're going to get to do our Esden Lemke picture, our Esden Bartlett, all the people that are named after Esden Lemke or with Esden Lane. That's going to be a hoot. That's going to be a hoot.
And the last tractor in the class is Brian Bowles and the Alter Ego.
Nice. Ron had him on Outlaws with Ron Stone last Tuesday. That was a good interview.
Mm-hmm.
He did a good job.
Hey, Charles, look at this one.
Yeah, if you go to the Wikipedia page for Gallipolice,
Gallipolice?
that's how it's pronounced.
I
learned
cheated
that
because
at
when I
the,
go out,
Summit Motorsports
through
Park.
West Virginia, you pick up Gallipolice radio stations, and that's how they say it.
Yeah. Yep. When we were at the Summit Motorsports Park, when Larry was pulling out there, we had a little bit of argument on the air, on the live stream about that.
The king is in the house. We got to get a t-shirt. I'm going to get a t-shirt made that says Gala, please.
All right. We got one more class. That's the Pro Stocks. And we have 8 to fill out the class. So first one is Jason Ron, and the bootlegger. Brett Parrish, El Nino.
Not too bad so far. I've heard of these guys.
Peter Norton and the Money on Black.
Nice.
Braden Shramick and Youngblood.
Nice.
Carlton Cope, Warpath.
Sweet.
I'd like to thank Jesus one more time publicly. Praise God. Praise God.
Russ Yoder, Extra Butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Russ will become the official popcorn sponsor.
Travis Wildman, Die Hard Deer.
Ooh, out of the Badger State. I love it.
And the last one is Jason Ron and Industrial Force.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
That's good color.
That's mixing up nice for color wise.
And that is your class.
The modifieds are promoter choice, guys.
Yep.
So we're handling that internally. For those of you like we're the modifieds.
Yep. So
We're gonna
85
fill
limited
out-
pro stocks are already full. The classes, all the promoter choices I have accepted and registered. Diesel supers, mods, and semis then are also promoter's choice. And those guys are a little bit tougher. We have a lot of interest in those classes, but they're just making sure they can get together is the biggest thing.
I think for Diesel Supers, we'll know a lot better after this.
Farm Show. We've heard
Yeah.
from a few of them that after Farm Show, they'll know.
No, they all said basically flat out that they'll let us know after farm show.
Yeah.
So
That's how a couple of the mods are as well. A couple of the semis is going to be after the truck show. So
hey, speaking of semis, I just found out last week that the Outlaws are adding, I think it's like the 4-1 semi class roost like we see down at Diesel's and Dark Quarters, Cody.
Yep.
So
Good.
they booked that this year. So I wanted to throw that in there. So I think as stuff has been kind of coming along. MySig pulling, we loved you guys. It's nothing personal. We got to mix up the classes every year. You guys were clearly one of the best at getting votes last year. You used your dog better than anybody I've ever seen to gather votes for your tractor. And we were honored to have you there. So honored to have you there.
So yeah, registration for anybody that got invited. Fan voting, it is open online. Just go to thepolarschampionship.com, click the registration tab. You can start registering now.
I don't know what to make of that comment that just popped up.
Yeah.
That's actually a hell
All
of
it
an
needs
idea.
to be is handlebars on the front.
Yep, that's a hell of an idea.
Purple shirt with a green handlebar. Sorry, Dusty. You can punch me when you see me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I got Chuck Hobbs and the guy sick when we were in Florida together. I apologize for that. No, I think they're going to have more than that, Mark Ham, as I read through all these. Let's see. The king of smoke himself. Thanks for voting us in. Woo, we got a lot of work now. Yeah, get them tractors ready, Lane. As in Lane, get them tractors ready, buddy. Terry Hagedorn says, like to thank everyone that voted for us. Thomas Floor says, I was hoping for Mickey Shorter and Buck Eater. Russ Dostal, that was my comment about the mustache shirt from my phone. I like it. Voting is not open. No, it ended a week ago. And then we used this last week to verify that everybody that got voted in can make it, and we'll accept their invitation so we can move on. So we as a planning committee now, we move into 100% promotion and sponsorship drive now, because we have the PPL running the show. Brent has done a lot of heavy lifting, and Paul during this early process of getting the list built out. I don't think, was it as bad as last year, Brett? Or we had
No. A lot of it was done this year or last year, so I didn't have to do it again this year.
Yeah.
But hey, Mike Beck got parts today. Sign me out.
Well, now it just became the third best show, I think.
Yeah,
I really wish
Supers.
we could have like 20 diesel supers because there's like 20 diesel supers interested. But yeah,
I
we're
don't think anybody. If we can get 20 diesel supers, we'll be okay.
Brent, I'm just saying, it's our class. We can do what we want.
I know, but then every other class is gonna be like, hey, increase us to 20.
And then we're gonna say diesel supers.
Our class.
Yeah, send sponsors our way. That's what we need now, guys.
Yeah.
Need it bad. We're not afraid to ask for it, and we're gonna start knocking on your doors. And don't say we're thinking about it. Either say yes or no, so we can just keep. We won't be offended. We just got to rock and roll, because that's one thing we sucked at last year was getting.
We might be a little offended.
Yeah, whatever. Logan Pysick says Beck always has a good fire show. Well, that's not nice, Logan, but hey, it's all good. So,
Logan, I think I've got a picture of you on one wheel. Don't talk.
So what is the total number? It'll be right now, Daniel. 10 in every class.
Yeah, we have 4 currently registered. 10 signed up. 10 that will be at the event.
Yep. And Shore Fighty says it best. With sponsors, this can continue and grow exponentially.
Shore Fighty Farms are going to write a sponsorship check. Why won't you? Speechless.
If there's a 15-second delay, Roos, I'm waiting for Brent to come back. So.
No, I thought you guys might say something.
Oh, that was Tim, and Mark told me to say it. The old NTPA Hall of Famer doesn't have Facebook.
Sorry, Logan, I couldn't. I had to give you a hard time about that.
He's telling his kids what to type onto the sheet.
Tim, Mark, we want you guys on the show. We want to hear some Wisconsin stories. Get at us, please.
Oh boy.
Does Terry Hagedorn realize what he just said? If everyone that voted for us would text us their name, we will put the names in a hat and they will be drawn for a full fan experience to be part of the pit crew for the day.
I can provide that list.
Okay. That's a lot of people, Terry. I don't know if your cell phone's ready for that. So
I think Terry just wants crew.
Oh, fair enough.
That is the best way to get free help.
Terry, you don't just for the record, you don't have to sling weights for this. It's just one.
Yeah, we're up, Morgan. We're up for anything. Just call us, tell us what you can spend, and we'll figure out what we can do for that dollar amount. So it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Beck, here, you tell him yourself. Tell Logan I'll deal with him at TPC with shot contests.
Mike, we can officiate that.
No, as I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, guys. As a polling fan, you saw the list. What if that doesn't give you goosebumps about an upcoming poll, either to attend in person or to watch on the live stream? I mean, what do we? I don't know. I'm not trying to just say, yeah, I am. It's awesome. It's going to be awesome. And, this is year 2, and we're pumped. And it was fun to see the entries get, the voting. Brent talked about that earlier. The voting was way up just on entries. The pollers knew about it more. We can't thank Brad Holzhauer enough for his support. He's at our back since day one with that. And I'm telling you guys, with that facility, if we needed to seat 20,000 people, he'll make it seat 20,000 people. I'm not joking. That guy's all in on this. That facility's there. And I talked to him last week. He's at Disneyland this week, I think. And he said, or Disney World, whatever one's in Florida, Disney World. And he said that he's like, I'm really excited to hear the fan votes are more this year. And, he said, Esden Lane's coming. I said, yeah. He goes, wow. So, I mean, that's neat. That's neat. So.
Appreciate once again the variety that all of you have assembled for this event. We're going to go Minnesota to Oklahoma, New York to California with our entries again, and that's all down to
Canada
and now Canada
and Canada.
Do you want me to bring my giant coolers at TPC and start a new campground party tradition? People love their wallets for a party, Jason.
You can, let's just say, the campground space is not as big as Bowling Green, but you can still have fun.
Oh yeah,
There's lots of fun to have there.
especially if we get Pysick in a drinking and shot contest with Mike Beck. So. Colin Burkholz, I sponsored when I closed on my house. Where's my banner? I'll get you a banner, Burkholz. I'll get you a banner. Joe Wright, see you in Louisville. Need Kevin Lynn and Pysick on the same show. Line it up.
Yes.
Line it up. Kevin Lynn and Mark Pysick. Any night.
That
You guys,
would be a killer show, and I know that Logan. I just sent Logan a message just now. I know they're on board. I think we can get Kevin Lynn on board as well.
no,
That
they're
would be a
good friends,
killer
so.
show.
Yeah. Dave Schreier's coming up. I'm going to his house to do a show from his house in the next month or so. So he's on all board for that. So that's fun. Adam, TPC will be great again. Also bought some DVDs. Oh, Canada. I'm going to request Randy to tie his truck to his hauler, get in the pits, and let her rip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool video.
Well, it's got like a bajillion views on his TikTok. It's awesome.
Did Short Fighty just like volunteer to sing the Canada anthem?
I think so.
That's what I read.
You got to do it as good as Chris Stapleton would, though.
Don't give him the mic.
Larry made it, right? Randy's asking. Larry
Yep.
made it.
Yeah.
The Punisher, right? From
Gallo
Gallo
Police.
Cop Police.
Gallo Police.
Just to make sure there's a podium for Mark to wreck. That's from the NTPA banquet. It slid out on him when he was talking for his NTPA Hall of Fame thing. A bootlegger did not change his name, Tony. Kevin will be busy mixing feed. Maybe if we could pull him away for 45 minutes, that'd be amazing. I think he's got help, I hope. So it's not always the size of the campground, it's how many drunk people you can fit on the float in the parade. There you go.
Parade of one.
Short
Robo
Fighty, I
Field
100% agree with that comment about Stapleton and the anthem.
Okay, I'm getting there. Robo Seals watching on YouTube. I'm just here to watch anything trucks. Tillman Temple, he believes so. What would he be? What would our Tillman be believing so? Not sure. Is Round not call it the bootlegger anymore? Is he still call it the bootlegger? Do you guys know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd assume I don't know. I think you changed the name at some point.
Mike, I'll play ball on Saturday night with you knuckleheads after the show.
I actually know a guy named Chris Stapleton. Not the one that sang last night, but
Colin, don't you have a component chassis to build? He.
Damn. Logan's on a roll tonight.
Logan might be into the beer.
Tonight.
You know, right now that guy is funny all the
Fair
time.
Fair point, Brent.
Who's the mini owner from Denmark, Wisconsin? I don't know that, guys.
Oh, Brian Guza.
Guzes,
Brian's
okay.
from Denmark.
Gotcha. Oh, Tillman. It'll be on live stream. We'll have the link out for you, Brent.
There'll be a link on the website.
Tony, Brent Meyer changed his name. He did a partnership with Simons on something, right? What do you guys know about that? Anybody know the truth?
Not enough to say it as if it is truth.
Okay.
Yeah. Kleppy says it's still the bootlegger.
Yeah. I know Brent's driving a tractor. Is that his Denny Brown tractor, his Green with Envy tractor?
I don't know which one that is.
Yeah, I can't keep up with all of them either.
We'll find out.
Yep. Okay. Great there. Thank you for everybody who waited for that. Let's roll into farm show a little bit, guys. Again, our dream was because of the farm show. The Super Bowl of pulling is this week, non-sanctioned, bring the best of the best together. And that's what we're doing with the TPC on an outdoor track. And Louisville is obviously doing it on an indoor track. What is the one thing that you are most, Leroy, you're going, I know Charles can't go and Brent can't go this year. Cody and Big Rye are already down there. Leroy, when are you heading down?
This will be the first time in my life that I'm going to attend all 5 sessions. I usually go just for Friday night and both sessions on Saturday, but this year I will be there for the entire thing. So pretty
Nice.
pumped about that.
Nice. Cody, Rye,
Yeah.
what do you guys love about the farm show?
There's a lot to not love, I guess. I mean, there's nothing to not love. It's everything. It's the atmosphere. It's I guess the only thing not to love is you better have good insoles in your shoes because it's a lot of walking through all the exhibit area and then going into the polls.
There's that.
So, but really, this is great. Broad Bent's a lot of fun. Seeing everything lined up, getting to talk to everybody.
I'm
Chad
glad to
Johnson,
see that. I'm glad to see that Cody and Big Rye got 2 beds this year instead of just 1.
I will punch you in your face hole. He said he wasn't telling anybody.
Wow. Chad-
As for my take on farm show, I wrote 22 damn pages on it last week.
I saw that.
Hey, that was an
Very
awesome
impressed.
article.
Mhm.
That Tractor Zoom article was incredible, Rye. Big Rye. I like it.
Who helped you write that, Ryan? It's too good.
Huh?
It was
Huh?
Chat GTP. Don't worry about it.
I will
Okay.
punch you in your face hole. No, that was a lot of heart and soul and a lot of love in that.
No, well done. Well done. Chad Jansen, if you're serious, like Pinckneyville's close to Pinckneyville where they have the big Thresherman's show, right, Leroy? Is that pretty close to Nashville?
Yes.
Just we
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Chad.
14 miles, 15 miles.
Chad, if we could round out the show with a 110 Spark show, I don't think anybody on our committee would say no to that at all. So,
I know, Chad. I can help facilitate that.
as in how?
Huh?
As in how? You'll be nice to them, or you're gonna give them some fuel money, or what do you want to do?
If you want that, like I can help get that arranged.
Yeah, he says, I know a guy. I'm assuming he's the guy. So-
Yeah.
Is that the one that Paul rode on at Pinckeyville? Anybody know?
No idea.
Might be. Chad, you'd have to verify.
We need to get Jason Round on here. I would love to have Jason on here. I'm not keeping up with the comments, guys. Sorry.
You're slacking.
Go to bed, Doug. You got to get up and drive to Louisville in the morning. Louisville. Get that booth set up. So, Louisville.
When are you going down?
I was going to go down with them, but I need to work tomorrow. So I'm going to drive to Paul's house tomorrow night and then come in Wednesday. So,
Oh,
yep, the booth has to be set up tomorrow night by 6 o'clock, I think Doug said, right?
that sounds about right. They do cut it off.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. You don't want anybody coming in last second. Patty Hazley sent us a picture of our booth, so she's down there. We're in 3610 in the West Wing, if anybody. And we got a whole bunch of new T-shirts and hats and stuff we brought this year. So please stop by and bring your credit cards or cash. It all spends the same. So, check your insurance with the steam engines. And we learned a lot about insurance last year. And we learned we'd be dead without Holzhauer on that. Yes, I was on board of Bill Jansen's 110. That's the name, Bill Jansen. That's what I always hear Paul say. But there were 2 110s within 30 minutes of Nashville. Okay.
That's cool.
I believe one of them. There's a video of one of them that's really making the rounds on the internet right now.
Okay.
What's the matter, Chad? You gonna have to unhook it from the planter or what?
I mean, I think I'm not much of a farmer, but I think there'd be some compaction issues.
Perhaps, maybe.
Snappy Slayer Productions from YouTube says Friday night Diesel versus Alkies. Alkies looking for revenge. Triple bypass and Bone Twister and Rooster. Oh my. Yeah, because it was the Diesel swept it last year, right, guys?
Yep.
Into the finals. Take the 6 spots.
And it's going to be cold again.
Mm-hmm.
What's the weather look like, guys, for the week?
Awesome the first 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah. It gets down to like what 24 Friday night.
What did Mike Witt say when we had him on? There's always at least one or two real he said it a certain way. It was funny. I don't remember exactly.
Go to farm shows, see all 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yes,
Yeah,
pretty much. That's about right.
Because wasn't it like 82 one day last year, and then it was in the 40s?
72, I think.
Okay. What time does the farm show start each day? Is it open at 8 or 9?
I think it's 8 to 5.
8 to 5? Okay.
8 to 5 or 9 to 5. It's one of the two. Just get there early and stay in line, Wyatt. It's fine.
Yeah, Living a Dream will be there. I saw Engler on Engler's Facebook page. They were putting the smoke pipe on it on the Living a Dream. Doug says 8. 72 for Wednesday, so it'll probably be 40 on Friday then. Yeah, so again, just want to wrap up the Pullers Happy Hour in Louisville this Thursday from 2 to 4. That was Eventbrite only for members of the Outlaws, the PPL, and the NTPA. 1 per vehicle. We have 300 spots. They're all full. The media, for all the pulling media, Thursday at 8:30 at the Triple Crown Room in the Hilton Garden Inn, right across from Broadbent. Please come to that. If you're part of the pulling media world, you don't need to sign up. Just show up. I asked for people to email me just so I can kind of keep track, but we'll have a sign-up sheet when everybody's there on Thursday. And then our pick'em contest, we rolled that out earlier today. Thank you again for doing that. Wyatt, Charles, and Shane Hunter are going to be doing pick'em contests basically each day, right, Charles? Can you talk about that a little bit?
We did a power ranking this week. It's kind of a special edition for the Farm Machinery Show. The ideal was that we would do it 2 hours before every session, rank every competitor in that coming session. But for Wednesday, because of travel plans, that power ranking show will be tomorrow night, right after Outlawed with Ron Stone. And then the others will be 5 o'clock Eastern Thursday, 5 o'clock Friday, and I believe 10 a.m. Saturday morning for the rest.
What else? So Dan Mayer, Miles, and Leslie. Is it Leslie?
Yep.
John's wife. Yep. They're the announcers this year. Just trying to go off everything top of my head, guys, before we wrap this up. And I'm okay having a nice, easy show tonight here. It's going to be a long week. Do you guys got much else? Brent, do you want anything more on the TPC?
We covered it. I'm posting the pull off right now. So
What's that?
I'm posting everyone's favorite website, pull off.
Nice. So now, if you got the invite, we need you to go and register, right, Brent?
Yep. You can go ahead and get signed up. That's about it. You have, at some point, we're going to tell you you have no longer. We don't know exactly when that date is, but we're going to have it at some time, but there's still plenty of time left. And if you did get voted in, you know that you're not going to be able to make it. The sooner we know, the better it is for us to not be scrambling at the end. So try to work with us. We'll work with you. But if you know for sure you won't be able to make it, just let us know as soon as possible.
Charles, you got anything else tonight, buddy?
Yeah, I do. Been a bad couple of days. Dave Hill, the Cashed Out Light Pro, he passed away over the weekend. And then I saw today members of 2 local clubs, one here in Michigan, one in Ohio, passed away. This is a week where you get to see people from all over the country and spend time with them. Linger for an extra minute, spend that extra time, please, because you just don't know when you're going to get that opportunity again. Been kind of a brutal 2023 so far, and don't want anyone to have any regrets that they didn't spend that extra minute. That's the long and the short of it.
Cody, Bruce?
Not much for words of wisdom tonight.
He usually doesn't have words of wisdom.
I did.
I don't either. Wear comfortable shoes to the farm show. Not the week to break in a new pair of Ariats or Twisted X's. Wear something you've already owned for a while.
Leroy?
Just to kind of piggyback on what Charles had to say, thinking about the Midnight Motorsports team today, which are
100%.
neighbors of mine, 4 miles down the road from me. But it was 4 years ago today that we lost the great John Newmall.
Yep, that was terrible when that news kind of spread throughout Louisville.
Yeah, that
It
was
was wild. It was wild. Still can't believe it.
No,
Still can't believe it.
I mean it's crazy that it's been 4 years already. But
Yeah.
anyway, thinking about those people today.
But we're going to celebrate his life because he would be pissed if he heard us all whining about it,
Yeah.
being moping around. That's not the kind of guy he was. It's not the kind of guy that, the kind of family that he raised. They're going to go and compete as hard as they possibly can, and we're going to cheer as loud as we can. Because that's what John would have wanted us to do.
Real quick, funny story about John Newmall. A lot of you know that my wife and I go to Cancun usually over Thanksgiving break. So one year she was expecting, so she didn't want to fly out of the country. So instead of going to Mexico, we went to Fort Myers Beach. We spent Thanksgiving Day with John and Brenda down there at Fort Myers. We leave there. My wife says, turn the radio off. Don't talk. I need silence. So if you know me and if you know John, you can see where she was coming from. She says, turn the radio off. Don't talk. I need silence. It was a classic moment, but it was awesome.
Love it. Yes, Darren, he was killed in a car accident on the way to Louisville. Got caught up into a bad accident and kind of a collision deal, right? Slid into some stuff and people slid into them, and is how if I remember it correctly. So, yep. Well, good. Well, Farm Show starts this week, guys. Watch polling.tv, right, Britt? Is that the live stream? He's shaking his head. I think it's watchpolling.tv.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So if you guys want to watch the live stream Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday noon, or Saturday 1, and then Saturday night. The whole polling world talks about Louisville. This is it's happening. So, whether you can be there or not, there's been years I've missed, and there's years you can go down. That's just how it goes. But everybody be sharing a lot of content around and pictures and, using hashtag NFMS to keep it all, fluid. So.
Hey, let me amend that. NFMS23. That's the official hashtag.
Yep.
Official.
And Roos touched on this in his Tractor Zoom article, but if you're on Twitter, you need to give the Louisville feed a follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
1,000%.
that gal, once the tractor pull starts each evening, each session, she has something for every tractor that goes down the track, every tractor, every truck that goes down the track. She's got a comment.
Everything gets a distance. This is like if Rodney took a lot of bad acid and then started live tweeting results instead of putting them on Power and Noise, complete with GIFs and everything. This is how Cassie relaxes after a long day press relief. And It's got to be one of the funniest things that I've ever seen.
And it is KYNFMS
Yes.
on Twitter.
I'm trying to get her. I'm trying. I don't make any promises. Trying to get her to port it over and put it up on the Facebook page as well. But y'all need to go to twitter.com and then follow the farm show. KYNFMS. I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
I love what I'm seeing on my Facebook feed right now. It is lit up with people talking about TPC.
Mm-hmm.
Running Bear Motorsports, Mike Kale, One Mean Farmer, Jeremy Roberts, Randy Overton, Redline Fever Point Team, all in a row. So I love it. It's great.
That's awesome.
Charles, I thought you were going to say it was alive and well with thoughts of Rodney on acid. He's going to kick me for that at some point. I know it.
Colin.
Good stuff. And again, just one last throw out there for sponsorship. We obviously, our crowd was okay last year for our first year. We thought it was going to be bigger because we think we're better promoters maybe than what we really were last year. You saw the lineup. It doesn't get any better than that. We have a very, very good pulling track in Nashville. There's plenty of pits. There's plenty of places to park. We just need good weather, and we need you, and we need sponsors. So if anybody can help out in any way, just reach out to any of us you see on the screen. Paul Romack, anybody else. Ferenc Vague helps us with sponsorship. Doug Bort's helping us with sponsorship. Part of the help, and just anything you guys can do. We really need your help. We really need your help with that. So
We'll bend over backwards to make anything you need to have happen, special or otherwise, while you're there for the weekend. You don't need to worry about the track destroying your tires. It's clean. There's not a bunch of trash in it. I mean, it's a good place to come and have a pull.
yep, it's a good way to get your season. Come out with your setup for this. The Grand National or the Champions Tour, the Outlaw season, whatever you're chasing, and get out and you get to run against the best of the best in the country 2 nights in a row. And again, the winning, it's going to be like Bowling Green. It's going to be a point system over the 2 nights. And like Brent talked about earlier, there are some winner prizes for each night as well. So it's all good. It is all good. So.
And Brad did tar and chip the facility this year. No more gravelly, dusty, staging area and all that. It's going to be a lot cleaner. It's not going to have to worry about it getting dusty and getting all over. And cleaning vehicles isn't always everyone's favorite thing to do. So hopefully it'll help reduce that a little bit, and it won't be all over everything. And Brad's always looking at new ways to upgrade and make the facility better. And there's plans for expanding even more in the future. So it's
this is one of those.
Stay.
We will build it if you guys will come.
Mm-hmm.
And Brad has had our back. He'll take this as big as you guys want to make it. So we're just proud to be part of it. So, and then Doug Bortz said he's going to bring he's going to have potential, if anybody's interested in sponsorship, stop by the Beer Money Pulling Team booth. We'll have sponsorship packages there. Again, I'm pretty sure it's booth 3610 in the West Hall. So,
Yep.
Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. So sorry.
Also, if you buy a National Farm Machinery Show program, you will see an ad for the Pullers Championship on page 3, I believe.
Thank you to Brian Lively for hitting us up at Chip Shawana on that, and the guys designed it. I think Brent and Paul designed that with Carrie's help down there.
No, that was all Brian. We just gave him the information and some pictures, and he cranked it out
awesome.
and did it all for us. So thank you,
Turned
Brian.
out awesome. So we got to give to get in a little bit. Well, guys, I'm going to share some video from Louisville last year as we round this out. My voice is about dead. So unless you guys got anything else, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you to we're up to almost 500 people watching live tonight, guys, during the reveal. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. Anything else, guys?
I got nothing.
Sure.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, thanks for being on tonight. Really appreciate it. All your support.
See you at Louisville.
Louisville.
Well,
Have a good night, guys.
See ya.
see ya.
stage. So I'm gonna give you a tour of the pits. So there's the billet binder. So these would be our pro stocks in the finals that have already been. They've made the finals. It's loud and heavy. Mac. Some light supers that have made the finals. And they're parked in here for tomorrow night. These are the Super Farm tractors that have already qualified for the finals. Now we start our light pro stock tractors right here that will be competing tomorrow. Again, these are your 540 light pros, 8,500 pounds, 540 cubic inch. That's why we call them 540 light pros. If you walk through Broadbent, you can get a lot of pictures from pullers, get cards and stuff like that. So make sure to always check this out. A lot of pullers will set them on their weight brackets like this. And we're doing the tour of the pits here. Friday night before the pull. Again, these competitors are pulling tonight, tomorrow afternoon, and tomorrow night. Some of them made the finals already. Some of the two-wheelers are all covered up. New generation press. These are the pro stocks now. They're competing tomorrow. And how do you know? Right down there. And that's Rob. That's his hook position. What is hook position? That's where you hook in the class. A computer generated tell you where to hook in the class. So Robbie, I think actually Esden's driving tomorrow, but he will be the 12th hook in the class. That's Wagler's new pro stock, cotton pick and deer. The world famous War Path. Coons' Trailblazer. Shrammick's Youngblood. Mickey Shorter's Buck Eater. Lawler's brand new wrapped up. And turning a lot of heads down here. Brand new look for this tractor. Tim Kane's the Red Gambler. Schmucker's Rampage. Wishmeyer's Whiskey Wild. John Deere Green, the Martin family. 1206 Pro Stock out of Couch Farms, the Bootlegger, Shabanovics, and the Linder Brothers. So that'll finish up the Pro Stocks. These are the mods that have made the finals. So they pulled Wednesday night, and they made the finals. Doug Theobald, they're working on his right now, getting his stuff ready for tomorrow night. There's Craig Corzine telling stories. There's the Kentuckian. Ricky Rose is giddy up. Now here's the pro stocks that are pulling tonight.
You got your pit pass, right?
Blakester, how are you, buddy? Good. What do you know? You can do whatever you want. It don't bother me. Here's the one that's been blowing up the internet. Parrish's new pro stock. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. How are you, sir? So this is where all the 4-1s are parked. I'm gonna walk back down here. I'm gonna make the outer loop, and then I'm gonna show you the inner loop as well. So it's cool. As a fan, you get to come in here before the pull, and they shut it down to the general public